Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Lateef Fagbemi, has blamed Fubara for recent pipeline attacks in Rivers State. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are our top 10 stories countdown today. At number 10, the early morning detention of Imamoglu on graft charges was purely political, Kuzey said as he opened his shop near Taksim Square. The move came days before Imamoglu, the main political rival of Turkey's President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, was formally named the opposition candidate for the 2028 race. 4 riot-controlled trucks were in place, all armed with water cannon, to prevent any protest at the huge square, which was the epicenter of a huge demonstration against Erdogan in 2013 when he was Prime Minister. At number 9, rugby activities returned to the Warri axis of Delta State with the hosting of a Warri Rugby Rumble from April 4th to 7th, 2025 at the Nana Model College, Warri. The rugby event will feature the South-South Rugby champions Edo State Rugby Male team against the Warri Rugby Football Club in 7, 10 and 15 aside rugby challenge matches. The visitors, who recently qualified for the National Rugby League finals, will use this encounter as one of its warm-friendly preparations. At number 8, the Senate on Wednesday approved the nomination of Deputy Inspector General of Police, Uba Ringim, and 3 others for appointment as members of the Police Service Commission. Other nominees as members of the PSC are Honorable Justice Paul Adamu Galumje, Abdul Fattah Mohammed, and Justice Christine Ladi Dapub. At number 7, protesters have shut down Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa's office at Alagbaka, Akure, the Ondo state capital, again over the killing of 5 farmers by armed herdsmen. Many persons were killed earlier this month by herdsmen in a reprisal attack on 4 communities in Akure North local government area. The protesters said the farmers were shot dead on Wednesday morning at Aba Oyinbo, Akure North local government area. At number 6, the federal government has announced an offer for subscription by auction of 2 reopened federal government of Nigeria bonds totaling 300 billion naira. In a statement, the Debt Management Office said the bonds are part of the government's domestic borrowing strategy aimed at financing budget deficits and supporting infrastructure development. At number 5, barely 24 hours after he declared a state of emergency in Rivers State, President Bola TINUBU is meeting with the sole administrator he appointed to run the affairs of the state, Vice Admiral Ibok Ete Ibas. On Tuesday, TINUBU declared a state of emergency in Rivers State, suspending the state governor, Siminalayi Fubara, his deputy, Ngozi Odu, and all elected members of the Rivers State House of Assembly for an initial period of 6 months. And number 4, the House of Representatives has resolved to investigate the conditional cash transfer program of the federal government. Honorable Abbas Adigun, who moved the motion, reminded the House that to ensure effective and efficient delivery of the program in August 2024, nominees for the program were informed that they would be paid the sum of 50,000 naira each for 3 months. And number 3, the Central Bank of Nigeria has projected a gradual drop in inflation rate over the next 6 months. This is contained in its newly released report on inflation's expectations for February 2025. According to the report, businesses and household respondents expect the level of inflation to gradually reduce over the next 6 months. The respondents also anticipated lower spendings as their expenditure gradually decreased over the next 6 months. And number 2, Ondo Clean Energy and the Rural Electrification Agency have signed a memorandum of understanding for a 1.2 gigawatt solar project. A release issued by Ondo on Wednesday said the project is aimed at providing electricity for millions of Nigerians. When completed, the project will be Nigeria's largest solar power project and will contribute significantly to the country's move towards sustainable energy. At number 1, the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Lateef Fagbemi on Wednesday alleged that the now suspended governor of Rivers State, Mr. Siminalayi Fubara, teleguided militants to blow up pipelines in the state. Fagbemi was accused while defending President Bola Tinubu's declaration of a state of emergency hours earlier. He said although the governor was not directly culpable, he failed to dissuade the militants from vandalizing the pipelines. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.